What's going on, everyone? Thrift Behringer here live from Glenwood School. It's the game of the week. The Gators taking on Beulah. It is going to be a fun night tonight. It's homecoming. Glenwood in the black pants, orange jerseys, and we got the white helmets. We got Dusty Perdue on the PA announcing, as always. I can't wait to hear my guy, Big Dog. Mike Frost on the call with me, man. What are you looking forward to with the Gators and the Wildcats?
I'm looking to see Glenwood come out strong and fast. They've done a good job these last 3 games after that opening loss against Valley. I feel like that offense has really turned the corner here after only scoring 14 against the Rams up in Valley. So they've been lighting it up. I look forward to seeing more tonight.
Gators, as you made mention, come into this game, Mike, 4-1 on the season. And they are 3-1 on the season, 2-0 in region play. Jalen Stanley has done a great job playing quarterback with the injury of Trey Clarity. He's thrown 10 touchdowns and get this, Mike, not 1 interception.
0.
I think that's pretty good stats for the young man, the senior, who's doing a good job, and that's who walks out there right now is Stanley at quarterback. He's number 3. Behind him is Carter Judah, the leading rusher. Gators have gotten off to hot starts, as Mike mentioned, since that first half against Valley. They've been excellent coming out of the backfield. Nice job swinging out. How about that move? And he's got a ton of speed, and there he goes as he goes down the sideline, and that is going to be a Glenwood Gators touchdown.
First play, big strike. Great throw right there, a little swing pass. Great move to cut up field, make that first initial little juke on the DB. Untouched, 80 yards all the way to the end zone for the Glenwood Gators.
And that is Zayden Hart. Came out of the backfield kind of on a screen pass, and he did the rest going down the sideline. Great blocking by the Gators, and they're already up 6-0, 13 seconds into this one, Mike.
Oh, yeah, fourth receiving touchdown already this year for Zayden Hart. He had 3 coming in on 152 yards. So now he just busted that loose to bust him up to about 232 yards receiving on the season. Great first play, great start for the Gators coming out the gate.
They lead 7-0. I told you they've been coming with a bang, and just like that, the Gators go up 7 with a high fly. Ryan Nelson's off to a good start on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine making your dreams a reality. Achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong, with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back, everyone. Mike Frost, 1 play, touchdown for the Gators.
Yep, 80 yards, quick strike. We talked about it earlier. Glenwood, since that opening loss against Valley, is averaging 50 points a game. Quick strikes like that, 80-yard plays for touchdowns, 1 play on the whole drive. That's how you want to start it off on a homecoming night for the Glenwood Gators.
So an excellent start for Coach Nelson. He said he likes hot starts. He likes his guys coming out with confidence, and they have been on a mission again since going down 20-0 against Valley in that first game, and there is nothing. Great coverage there by the Gators, and Beulah will start deep in their own territory. So last year, Mike, when these two teams faced off, it was a highlight show. 51-37 was the final score. It was a back-and-forth game. We actually went up to Beulah. Mike Peacock was on the call for that one. For Beulah, if they want to stay in this game, what do you need to see from them, Mike?
They're going to need to be able to run the ball and keep the hands out of the Glenwood offense. So that's going to be a big task because Glenwood's got their nose tackle. Everybody up front's real strong. They've got Caden Karakutis on the defensive line heading the charge right there in the middle. I don't see them being able to do too much.
No doubt. Greg Garner has been great as a linebacker, too. And Coach McConnell's defense has been lights out. They're going to get out to a screen pass and busting to the outside. There is Cam Baker. He is the one weapon that Beulah has. Number 2 in white. Can make plays. He's their leading receiver. And he's someone that you got to keep an eye on if you're the Gators.
Yeah, he's caught all 4 touchdown passes from Beulah this year, from Hunter Duval at the quarterback position. So he's going to be their main weapon tonight as far as getting them out in space against this Glenwood defense.
Second down and 8 for the Gators. Excuse me, for the Bobcats. Handoff up the middle, nothing going by Brody Peacock. The sophomore ran into that big defensive line led by Brandon Niles. And that is one thing that when talking with Coach Ryan Nelson, Niles and Karakutis clogging up that middle, not allowing anything to allow no running game, in which is almost passing down situations, and that's when the Gators like to live on defense.
Oh, yeah, when you got a kid like Karakutis who looks like a man amongst boys out there right now, lining up over the center, he can do everything from affect the snap, affect the communication, affect the blocking scheme. So it's going to all depend on that right up in the middle. Again, with Asher Long making that coming in to clean up on that last tackle from the DB position.
Third down and about 12 for the Bobcats. Low snap on the ground, throwing over the middle, almost caught, but he was going to be depleted. There were a multitude of Gators there, including number 32, Gray Gardner, who was going to lay the boom if he had caught it, and that's a punt. And here comes Glenwood, and you're seeing defensively, they've gotten a lot better since that opening week that you were there for that against Valley.
Oh, yeah, and basically all the points Valley scored was in the first half, so you look like the last 13, 14 quarters of play for Glenwood, that defense has been extremely stout. Luke Rabacki for the Bobcats kind of got alligator arms on that last one and didn't want to catch it across the middle.
Cam Dawson is set to receive. Going to take a Beulah bounce. And we'll be down at the 35. And we're going to see Stanley in the offense. High flying, big plays. And as I made mention, going from that first half to that second half of Valley to now, this offense has almost been unstoppable. They're putting up over 40 points a game. They've been pretty much putting opponents to bed before halftime these last couple of weeks. And no doubt you're seeing the same start here, Mike Frost.
Oh, exactly. With that passing game, even with the quick passing game, the running game from Carter Judah, I see Glenwood being able to break out here and really score some points.
Stanley hands it off Judah. Judah taking off up the middle, and there goes Carter Judah. Carter Judah now with the speed, and I don't think they're going to catch him. He's at the 10, the 5, and look at that. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for Ryan Nelson and the Glenwood Gators. This time, Judah runs past everybody, and the blocking up front was elite.
Oh, that was beautiful. He didn't have it. I mean, that's 2 plays that Glenwood's ran, and nobody's touched either ball carrier, whether on the pass play or with Judah right there. Came on that left side. I'm 6'3", about 340. I could have walked through that daggum hole.
That is how you showcase a team that could potentially win a region championship in front of your alumni. It's homecoming night, and the Glenwood Gators have played not even 3 minutes of football, and they are already up. That is 14-0. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. Gators looking like a team that could potentially do some damage on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
For game day,
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them.
Welcome back, everybody. Thrift Behringer here with Mike Frost and the Gators. High-flying offense already off to a hot start here. It's 14-0. That is going to be a short kick that's fumbled out of bounds by Beulah. And not a great start for the Bobcats.
Now, the smarter play would have let that one drop. Looks like it was going to go out of bounds on his own. Probably would have gotten about 10 more, 12 more yards out of that one.
Glenwood had their inaugural Hall of Fame induction last night. One of the key names, Tim Hudson, former Major League Baseball player. I think everybody know who Tim Hudson is. I'm going to get that confirmation who that entire list was from old Big Dog Dusty Perdue before we end this broadcast. But it was a great job put on by Chuck Hall and the Alumni Association here at Glenwood. And a successful evening last night as there is movement. And this looks like this may be a false start.
Yeah, Beulah's going to have some work to do if they want to turn this around. Already down 2 scores.
I mean,
2.5 minutes in.
You can't say your defense is tired. They've been on the field for 2 plays.
Yeah.
But then on offense, obviously your defense is not stopping Glenwood so far. You need a drive of at least 6-7 minutes. Get the defense of Glenwood tired.
Yeah, exactly.
And open up some holes maybe later on in the game because right now nothing going for the Bobcats, and they'll go back another 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Yeah, drops them back at the 15-yard line. That run game's going to be a hard thing to do for Beulah tonight against that defensive front for Glenwood. Just manhandling that offensive line so far. They're going to really have to work on getting Cam Baker out in space and try to find him some seams to get in and try to maybe get some yardage here and get close to this 1st down.
Yeah, you're no doubt, Mike, and that's where get the ball out to your playmakers. Try to get them in space because there's nothing going up the middle with the big guys up front that Coach Nelson said has been one of the most improved parts of this team so far is the physicality in the trenches. Low snap again, delayed snap. The quarterback's going to take off and just have to throw it away. Had nowhere to go with it. Hunter Duvall, the senior, brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, great coverage on the back end by Glenwood there in that deep cover 2. He had nowhere to throw the ball. By the time he was trying to make a play there and roll out to the right, he was getting chased down. All he could do was just throw it out of bounds. Smart play by him not to turn it over.
Let's see if the Gators can pin back their ears. Watch out for number 10, Clyde Edwards. He knows how to get after the quarterback. On that other defensive end, big number 18, Kason Peterson. This is where they pin their ears back.
Yeah,
Bobcats taking a while to get a play in, Mike.
Yeah, I'm expecting the blitz off the edge here, maybe on the short side of the field, catches blind side.
Again, a low snap. Duvall under duress, and he'll run into a gang of Gators. Does gain at least a couple positive yards. But it'll be 4th down and 14. Another punt for Beulah, man.
Yeah, not what they want right there. 3 plays and out, 2 possessions in a row. You have to punt this ball away, and hopefully the defense can do something to stop this Glenwood offense with 2 plays and 2 touchdowns so far. You can tell Glenwood's gotten a lot more confidence throughout the season right now after that opening loss.
And Dawson gets out of the way. I don't think the Gators care where they start. They've been 2 for 2 for 2 touchdowns here in this one. We're presented by Glen Smith Chevrolet GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic, and Coca-Cola. Also, Valley Hospitality. Mike, thank you so much for showing up to Houlihan's. We'll be doing a show there once a month.
Oh, Maricas.
They got good food, and Maricas does a great job, the GM man. And I'm looking forward to our partnership with Valley Hospitality. They own over 11 different hotels, so people that come outside of this area, they need somewhere to stay. Valley Hospitality takes care of them, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I might have to DoorDash me some of those firecracker shrimp while I'm out here.
Hey, those are like crack, man. Hard to get over. Stanley in the offense, setting up. Carter Judah in the backfield. He just had the long touchdown run. Stanley will get it out, and wide open, there is Caden Edwards. And Edwards, again, gets 10, 15 yards. Defensively, Beulah, who gave up 70 last week against Lee Scott, is very lack thereof. I don't see any passion, don't see much energy, and they're about 10 yards off the football. Glenwood can get a first down by literally just walking to it.
And that one right there, Cal Lawrence, he was as wide receiver out there on that screen block, took his DB about 30 yards downfield out of bounds, just blocking and put him on skates.
Stanley gets it out, and good pass there to Cal Lawrence. And Lawrence gains to about the 39, make it 38. It'll be second and short for Glenwood. The Gators have been efficient in throwing the football. But the running game is what's come on strong as of late. It was lack thereof against Valley. Judah on second down and short right behind Stanley. He won't take it. Stanley's instead going to throw a deep one, and I wasn't bad coverage there by Beulah. He was looking for number 18, Kaysen Peterson, and he'll bring third down and 1.
Yeah, that's one of a few incompletions you'll see from Stanley. So far in the season, he's throwing 80% completion so far. I mean, he's not only just athletic, but he's also very effective throwing the ball downfield.
And I'm wondering, this one of those where you know you can get a yard. You just had him draw him off sides. Why not go deep and take a shot? Good discipline there by the offensive line from Glenwood. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. And that's a Gators first down. Stanley gets it out, and wide open there was Caden Edwards. Edwards, he gets 10 yards, and again, it's 10, 15 yards downfield before he's even getting touched by a team by jersey in white, Mike.
Yeah, the wide receivers are doing a great job blocking out wide on those little bubble screens.
And I think Beulah called time.
They got false start.
Nope, false start.
Yeah, I saw the flag drop on this side. 1 negative. The way they're moving the ball, I don't think they're hurting right now on a 1st and 15.
Stanley takes the snap, gets it out quickly. Carter Judah with a nice catch in between 4 Bobcat defenders. And Kata gets 10 yards, and it's second down and 5.
Yeah, you talk about threading the needle on that one. He got it just over the hands of that DB for Beulah, right into the hands of Judah. Beautiful throw.
And handoff. And getting it is number 7, Josiah Clark. And Clark gets enough for a Glenwood first down. And now we have a Heat timeout. We'll take 1, 2. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Welcome back, everybody. Thrift Behringer, Mike Frost. It was a Heat timeout. And the Gators are the one that's hot right now. They're already first and goal On their third possession of the game, they already got 2 touchdowns and lead by 14 with 5:57 in the first.
Yeah, a little bit more of a methodical drive this time around instead of the 2 plays, 2 touchdowns on the first 2 possessions. A little bit more time chipping off the clock. We still ain't but halfway through the first quarter.
Stanley, touchdown. Slant route, RPO, and a nice pass. It was really wobbly, but a good catch by Kyle Lawrence, possession receiver, and the Gators, 20-0.
Yeah, that's 2 throwing touchdowns already for Stanley tonight. Came into the night with 10 and 0 picks, so he's just upping those stats right now. First half going about as well as they could hope for on the Glenwood side here, giving this homecoming crowd a good show.
And another extra point is on the way and up and good. Gators 21, Bobcats 0 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the midsize Chevy Colorado, ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everybody. Mike Frost, Thrift Behringer. Mike, how about the start from the Gators?
You couldn't ask for anything better. Three drives, 3 touchdowns, quick 2. We're only 6 minutes and 14 seconds into the first quarter. Third region matchup of the season so far for Glenwood. Couldn't ask for a better start. It looks like that offense is going to be high-powered all throughout the season. They're going to be a force to reckon with in AAA here in the playoffs.
And the kickoff is going to be, again, short, returnable to the 30. 35 steps out of bounds there, and Bobcats will take over.
Yeah, best field position of the night for Beulah. Let's see if they can make something out of it. Trying to at least get a score on the board here and get some kind of momentum going back on their way.
Bobcats need something positive here. Just like halftime update show by Big Rich coming up in just a little bit. Thank you to Richard Holdridge, presented by the Beck Center. Thank you to Roger Beck. We host it there, and we'll have the scoreboard show a little bit later as well. And shovel pass and space for Bobcats to make some damage as he'll get up into there at the 49, but a good play call finally for the Bobcats. Cam Baker able to get the first down.
Yeah, they ran that little option. Thankfully for them, Glenwood blitzed on the left side, Beulah's right side there, and kind of opened up space, gave them ability to be able to run that little speed option to the left. Get Cam Baker out in space, their playmaker, trying to at least get some yardage here. First down of the game for Beulah.
First down at the 49 for Beulah. Low snap, and it really messes up the timing for the quarterback who's trying to take off and run. There goes Duvall, and the ball will get 3 yards. He'll scramble around like Diego Pavia and just get a couple there, and then bring up second down and about 7, Mike.
Yeah, Josiah Clark chasing him down in the backfield there. He was able to elude him. Looked like he had a hand on his jersey about to bring him down, and he just kind of got out of it and was able to make something positive out of something that could have been probably about an 8-yard loss there. Looks like Beulah sends in the signals to the It looks like Cam Baker was going out there. I thought he was coming back to the huddle.
I did too. Second down. Duvall takes off, QB run, and Duvall will get hit hard, but does gain a couple. And there is major collisions, helmets coming off, and Clyde Edwards is getting up, kind of gimpy. We hope he's okay. Puts his helmet on, runs off, so we think he's good.
Yeah, had a nasty collision at the end there. That play for that tackle looks like somebody came in with a late block on him and knocked that helmet loose.
But 3rd down and 5, manageable now for Beulah.
You know, as Beulah's been having success on this drive, but they've also, Glenwood hadn't had Karakutis in the game until this play right here. So let's see maybe if that changes the fortune for the Bobcats.
Third down, reverse, Baker trying to speed his way to a first down and does all that for maybe 3. It'll be 4th down and short. Good job by the Gators sniffing out that and holding it to minimal gain.
Yeah, Asher Long doing a great job on the edge out there at the DB position, being able to stay home, not biting on that reverse there, making the return man have to turn back upfield into the defense and bringing them down for the 4th down here.
Fourth down. Coach McConnell getting in his final signal to the defense. And Duvall is going to go to the outside, and he's taken down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Nice job by Tyler Clarity with a loss, and that's Glenwood Gators taking over, Mike.
Yeah, Tyler Clarity doing a great job coming off that block there. Second leading tackler on the team so far coming into the game. Great job on the edge coming up from that DB position to be able to stop it and get the ball back into Gators' hands on offense.
And the Gators defensively bend a little bit and then punch them right back in the mouth and take over at the 45. Last time they had a little bit of a drive, it was 6 plays compared to the 1 for the previous 2 touchdowns. 21-0, 2:44 in the first. Handoff up the middle, and there goes number 7, Clark on the carry, and Clark gets 11 yards and another Gators first down.
Yeah, when Clark gets the ball like that, especially coming downhill on those off-tackle plays like that, he runs like a man possessed. I mean, strong, falls forward every time. Beulah having trouble bringing him down to the ground so far.
And again, another good run there by Cam Dawson. And, excuse me, that was Kyle Lawrence. And Lawrence gets almost another Gators first down. They're getting 9-10 yards of play, it seems like, and that is the Glenwood Gators first down.
Yeah, breaking that initial tackle there and circling back outside to where his blockers were. Could have been brought down for minimal gain, but just strong at the legs right there to be able to hold on and keep up on the ground. Glenwood's just like that old documentary we used to watch, that bigger, faster, stronger right now.
Just everything. As Stanley gets it out quickly, there goes Cam Dawson. Cam Dawson bounces to the outside. Dawson with the speed. Dawson to the touchdown. Cam Dawson. And you're just seeing too much speed, too good at blocking, and execution at its finest. Glenwood's up 27-0.
Third touchdown pass of the game for Stanley. He's not even really having to throw the ball more than 10 yards downfield. Those bubble screens, getting his playmakers outside, getting them out there in the open space. They're able to make a couple moves. Beulah just can't keep up with the Glenwood speed right now, or even the size up front. They can't get to Stanley. Stanley's got time to just sit back there and just toss it out wide. Let his receivers do the rest.
So Stanley now has 2 touchdown passes. That goes to 12 on the season. 12. And actually, that's his third touchdown pass. Sorry, Mike, you should have corrected me. And that's 13 on the season. Glenwood now goes up 28-0. They've won the last 3 weeks 49-6, 53-8, and last week, Mike, 49-12. They're already up 28-0 here.
Yeah, they're averaging 50 points a game these last 3 games after that game up in Valley against a good Valley ball team out there in the Rams. And it seems like as soon as Stanley got in at quarterback, they went from being more run-oriented with Clarity at the starting quarterback position. Now with Stanley, they're able to toss the ball around the field. It's kind of opened up this offense. I remember that first week of the season, they stuck to pretty much the ground game, keep the ball in the hands, keep it on the ground, run this clock down. But Glenwood right now, they're kind of an aerial assault. Open this thing up and kind of
Stanley.
Change the whole offense up right here these last 3 games.
Stanley, 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. The lead is right now in the hands of Broughton Branch, who's played 1 more game than Stanley has. And remember, Stanley didn't play till the second half at quarterback, and there goes Beulah. Great return there. And good start for Beulah as they need something positive with 1:40 in the first quarter, and it's already 28-0.
Yeah, they need something going on here. At least get some kind of positive to look at when you get back in towards halftime. Right now, it's just kind of it's all Glenwood. Beulah's not been able to do anything much on offense. They've had maybe a play or 2 here or there from Cam Baker. The defense not able to stop Glenwood at all with, 4 quick strikes here in the first quarter. A little over 10 minutes, and he's already down 28-0. Not something you want to do in region play anyhow.
First quarter, Beulah has the football once again and has not been able to do anything with it. The running back there, number 3, Quay Frazier. And he loses 5 yards, and this is pretty much how they start almost every drive, Mike.
Yeah, Asher Long coming off the edge there to get back there in the backfield and stop any kind of momentum the running back may have had. It was almost as soon as he got the ball from the quarterback, he was right there in his face, and wasn't a whole lot Beulah can do. If you're not blocking up front, these guys coming off the edge, they have to do something about this speed and strength of the Glenwood Gator defense, and they haven't been able to figure anything out yet.
Smith Station leads Opelika leads Smith Station 14-0. Harris County and Jonesboro in a good win. It's 10-3 halftime there. And we'll get Calvary in just a moment as Duvall is going to fake it and take off and run. And he'll fall forward for 10, and he'll make it 3rd down and 5. It's Mike, for Calvary STEM, it is 55-6 at halftime. Excuse me.
Coach Brunson's got
34 seconds till half.
Coach Brunson's got that offense flying right now over there.
We got a couple bloodbath McGraths happening. If you ever seen Wild Wild West with Will Smith in it and Kevin Kline, one of the more underrated movies. And there's a character on there named Bloodbath McGrath, and that is what we call every blowout on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We have nominees every week. And right now, Glenwood's in for a nominee. If they put up 28 a quarter, they'll have 100 points this game, and they're up 28-0. It's the game of the week. Gators showcasing Coach Nelson's maybe got a contender on his hands. Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer here, and I am joined as Duval throws that one in the dirt by the athletic director himself and 10-time state championship winning. No, excuse me. Hold up. 11, baby. He's got to correct me. Come on now. It's Tim Fanning. Coach, thank you so much for joining us, man. Another eventful night, a ton of alumni here. What makes Glenwood so special, man?
Well, I think if you saw the pregame, started off and we had our alumni band out there, and we had our first Hall of Fame class was inducted last night.
That was awesome, man.
And then just walking, like you said, and I mean, every time you turn around, it's another person that, fortunately for me, was a former player or a former student or whatever, and that's just how Glenwood is. It's the thing that I noticed when I first came here in 1999 is that, this school means a lot to the people who go to school here. And it's obvious when you come every Friday night and the stands are packed and all the alumni are here, and now they have kids, and kids keep getting older, which is kind of depressing to me. But
Coach, my graduating class is going to be at 15 years next year. Do you know? Actually, this year is 15 years. Can you believe that?
Yes,
I graduated 15 years ago, man. I'm calling myself old on this broadcast. Coach Nelson's looking to try to go right now 4-1 on the season as Stanley in at quarterback, takes a snap, looking, got plenty of space. There's wide open Kyle Lawrence. But since that first half against Valley, kind of eerily similar to last year, almost made the comeback, Gators have dominated. Coach Nelson, it seems like year in and year out, doesn't matter who's at quarterback, his offense is always clicking, and we got a gem as a head coach, man, and I think you know that.
Oh, for sure. As soon as he came in, we could tell that everything was going to be done the right way, with a lot of intensity, a lot of speed. He likes to play the game fast, he likes to practice fast, and he expects a lot out of the guys, and he holds them accountable. So, I mean, that's, as an athletic director, that's really all you can ask for. And then as a school, to have somebody represent you that, there again, his daughter goes here, and, I mean, he wants to be here long term and build, a legacy here at this school. And there goes Carter Judah.
Yeah, and Judah just making people miss, still on his feet. They cannot bring down number one, but there is a flag that may be coming back. But, Coach, I know it's about football tonight, but I do want to talk about Coach Kayla's strength in her volleyball team, which has gotten off to a great start. Really tough schedule. Do not look at the record, because right now they're number one in the region. They beat Lee Scott, just beat a really good 23-win Harris County team the other night. We have them in our top 5. Coach, talk about Coach strength and the job she's done as looking like a team that potentially can make the playoffs again this year.
Well, they followed that up with a victory over Northside, too.
Another really good team, man. So they're on roll.
Well, I asked Coach Strink who that was we were watching, but whatever it is, they figured it out this week, and it's been really enjoyable to watch them. I mean, the intensity, they were really playing team volleyball and relying on a lot of different people. But Coach Strink's a great coach. She's been great for a long time, ever since she's been here, and she knows what buttons to push, and they just got to dial in and get focused, and I kind of know this too. When you schedule, great competition,
tough opponents,
sometimes your record's not going to maybe reflect how good you can be. But when, playoffs roll around, I mean, there's not going to be anything they haven't seen.
No doubt.
And, I mean, some of these teams are playing, man, they're, 6'2", 6'3" across across the front and
Yep.
jumping out of the gym, and they got to learn how to defend that kind of stuff. So I was really proud of them, man. They played really good this week.
And next Saturday, the Glenwood Border Wars are happening. We got a bunch of local teams that are going to be playing in it.
Right.
Coach, can you kind of tell anyone that wants to see high-level volleyball being played how they can come out and support any of the teams really around the community?
Well, and there's a lot of good teams coming to that too. I mean, you got Columbus High, you got Calvary, you got Pacelli,
Brookstone.
and Brooks.
That's a top 5 matchup right there.
It is. It's pretty incredible the team she has coming in, and it's this Saturday. It'll be here all day long, and come if you want to watch some great volleyball. You're going to see it. That's for sure.
All right, Coach, final thing. Can you believe it? We're almost a quarter way through the year. It seems like this goes by so fast, but how has the school year been so far with the new principal and Jacob Johnson? I've just heard great things, and it just seems like everything's running smoothly so far in 2025.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to knock on some wood right here. But,
I don't want to jinx anything.
But it really has. And, football, when you get off to a good start and the energy is high, and it just always makes for a great start to a school year.
No doubt.
We had motorcade this morning.
I was telling them on the morning show, it's really unique to do, man.
It is, and the kids loved it, and Mr. Johnson loved it too. He had never done that before.
Coach, look at this run as there goes
Josiah
Clark
Clark.
all the way in. And, Coach, did he get in for a touchdown? He did. Coach Spannon, you're seeing an offense that is just clicking on all cylinders. That's 35-0, but go ahead, what you were saying.
Well, it's just, the cheer program, Coach Hutchinson, how she does, I mean, they just really buy in, and they are the backbone from a spirit standpoint for our school. And, when pep rally today was amazing, and, and it just, I just love coming to work every day, and we have great kids and great staff and great faculty, and it's an awesome place to be.
Shout out to Chuck Hall and the Alumni Association. Great event last night for the Hall of Fame, and hopefully that is many more to come, because we got a bunch of people that are still left out, Coach.
That's right. It was first class. I have to tip my hat to him, man. And I told him that last night. It was a really nice event, and for it to be the first one, I think sky's the limit for our Alumni Association.
Coach Fanning, thank you so much. Go Gators, baby. We'll take a break. It's 35-0. Glenwood on top. Welcome back, everyone. Mike, while you were stepped away, we're talking to one of the best ADs around, an 11-time state championship winning baseball coach. You know about his program. And the Gators, guess what they did once more, Mike? They scored a touchdown. Josiah Clark.
I was going to guess that. I wasn't sure.
Ran it in. And, by the way, I got it wrong. My producer, Chrissy, couldn't wait to tell me I was an idiot and said, it's 35. No, it's 34. He missed the extra point. And it's still 34-0. Gators are dominating, Mike, in every facet of this game.
Oh, yeah. Watching that, I was back here watching the game or whatever while y'all were talking, and Josiah Clark, I might be showing my age here, but it kind of reminded – that was like a Christian Okoye type run, just bouncing off players, pulling people. They couldn't get them down. Just phenomenal leg strength on that kid. There's two big runs right now between him and Judah being able to break tackles and get big plays and bust it downfield. This offense is looking pretty nice right now.
So the Gators defense is trying to stifle the Bobcats. And they're going to do that here on the first play. Nothing going up front. Klein Edwards, one of many monsters in orange that get the stop there, bring up second down and long.
You know, I'm a big boy, so I'm always going to point him out, and I keep bringing up Karakutis, but he won't have the stat line that some of these other guys do. But as far as Beulah being able to run up the middle, it's not going to happen.
Not happening at all. Calvary leads 56-6 at the half. Smith Station and Opelika is 21-0. And for Harris County and Jonesboro, they're still at the half. It is 10-3 there. So we got one good game at least.
Yeah, one tight one.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Handoff. And how about the tackle there, Klein Edwards. Actually, that's not Klein Edwards. Yeah, that's Tyler Clarity that came in from the secondary to make that play.
Yeah, that was a nice job wrapping up around those hips. Cam Baker couldn't get anywhere. Once that happened, he kind of just spun them down to the ground for a minimal gain. 3rd and long again for Beulah here. Let's see if maybe they can do something to at least get a first down, keep this drive going, because you know that defense has to be worn out right now.
Gators have Wadley next week, and then they got the hard, tough October at Randolph Clay, who's undefeated, Randolph County, Dadeville here at home, who's really good, Lee Scott, and Sylacauga. That one's blown dead to bring up 4th down. So it's Glenwood knows what's in front of them. They need to finish out strong. Wadley not a bad 1A school. But if the Gators can get into October 5-1, 4-0 in region play, you got to think really good about yourself if Coach Nelson heading into that tough stretch, Mike.
Oh, yeah, especially after I guess you could say the upset last year that kind of stopped them in that first round of the playoffs. They don't want that to happen again. They're going to keep the intensity going throughout this whole season. I don't really see this Glenwood Gator team letting up at all. They're coming out really strong on both sides of the ball.
High snap, but a decent kick that will roll out of bounds.
All right, you want to bet over under? How many plays?
Gators in 5, Mike.
All right.
Coach Nelson likes number 5, that's why. Don't forget we got the GIAA scoreboard show coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. It's like my battery keeps going. It's like the Energizer Bunny, just never runs out. Not. But I will have energy tonight, and I'm excited to talk about those GIAA scores from the Beck Center. That will be fun with me and the Rambler himself. You get caught in his crossfires. Be ready to hear about 1999 San Francisco Giants baseball. Ramblin' Rich and Thrift Behringer later on. 34-0. Gators on top now. And that will be a screen pass that is going to be blown up immediately. He was giving it to Cade Cox.
Yeah, it looks like Cam Dawson missed the block on that one. The DB was able to get back there and stop him on that screen. A rare miss tonight on that outside edge for these blocking receivers that Glenwood has.
Stanley wide open. And there's going to be another Gators touchdown. Cam Dawson, I was 2 plays short.
Yep. Should have taken
Dawson,
the under.
wide open Mike Frost. And that's just easy pickings for the Gators.
All right, that's when you get spread it around like that. You know, like I said, Cam Dawson missed the block on that last one on the screen. They said, you know what? Let's up his mentality a little bit. Go ahead and give him a touchdown catch on this one. Break it up over 40 here for Glenwood. Not even halfway through the second quarter.
So they saw their rival Lee Scott put up 70 last week, and they said, all right, Lee, you put up 70, we'll put up 80.
Yeah.
And they're halfway there now, and we still got, it seems like, an eternity to go with 7 minutes. And they're going to start running that clock already. I think Beulah's waved about 6 white flags at this point. But we're not even at the half, and that one's off the upright.
Do that twice.
And that's the only thing that has stopped the Gators from getting points, the upright. Because it dang sure's not the Bobcat defense so far. It's 40-0. Gators on top here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
It's Bloodbath McGrath Friday night. Carver beating Columbus 56-7. Gendrick was on top of Hardaway 6-0. Spencer beating Jordan. But we got some blowouts. 21-0 Smith Station down to Opelika. Calvary's already put up a half 100 at halftime against STEM. Gators are up 40-0 here on Beulah. Harris County and Jonesboro, though. We do got a good game there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one. They got, except for one game this year, they've all been tight for the county so far.
And you'll get all the updates on the Beck Center halftime show with Big Rich, the Rambler himself. We'll get you going on all the action around the area. We can't wait for that. So that should be a lot of fun. It's almost started the second half for Harris County and Jonesboro. That game went down on the wire last year. Harris County scored at the end of the game but didn't get the two-point conversion, ended up losing 14-12. If they could manage to win that one, they are putting themselves in prime position maybe for potentially a number 2 or 3 in the region.
Exactly.
Central Care, a little bit different animal.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else. They're just a good program, man.
Yeah, they're always going to be good. There's something about Carrollton, between Central and Carrollton High School itself.
Unbelievable, man.
Great football up there.
Right now, Glenwood's playing great football. 40-0 is your score. In games like this, Mike, you've been on the coaching side. If you're Glenwood, you're trying to get this. Obviously, you got it out of reach. You want to work on some things with first team, and when the second half comes out, it's like those guys don't really need to play. But then you don't want to lose any momentum, but you also don't want to get guys hurt when you're already a low roster anyway compared to some of the other teams. I don't think you want to, as that one's going to get about 5 yards. I don't think you want to take the chance of running into an injury.
Nah, you'll probably see a little bit of mix-up for as some of the second-string, third-string players coming in. They probably won't go like whole wave, you know, all second-string offense or all second-string defense. You'll see some rotation players get in there, get a little more playing time, get a little bit more Friday night action, which, judging by the scores of the last 3 games Glenwood's played, they've already had a pretty good bit of Friday night action on that second string and third string. So
Carver was up 42-7 at the half against Columbus. So they rattled off 40 in a row in that second quarter. And the Tigers look like the number 1 team again. Slow starts the last couple of weeks. I commend Northside last week. Bad snap gets over the head of the backup quarterback, and he just has to pumble on it. And he just took a tumble and said, let me get that. Bryson Williams is the quarterback in right now.
yeah, not how they want to go here. It's already been a bad first half. You don't want that play to happen, but good thing for them they didn't turn the ball over right there, and that would have put Glenwood back near the red zone to start their 6th drive of the game, or 7th, sorry. It's like Beulah, of course, taking their time, getting to the ball, breaking the huddle, trying to chew as much as they can here before the half.
Yeah, they don't want Glenwood getting the ball back as the backup quarterback hands it off. And good job by Glenwood. That was the linebacker, big number 44 from the Gators, Noah Klein, that comes in.
Yeah, he's a good sideline-to-sideline guy. They got a linebacker position in the middle, able to make plays on the edge. Does a good job of reading those guards, whether they're pulling which way they go, and making sure he's reading his keys, whether he needs to shoot the gap or slide off of a defensive end to make sure he gets downfield and stops those outside run plays as well. Looks like Glenwood shifting to a 4-man front here. They were running 3 a lot here to begin the game. Going to a more of a 4-3 standard, but there.
So 4th down punting, and Dawson set to receive. He'll wave it down and fair catch it right at the 40. Gators will have it with 2 minutes and counting. See if they can get 46 or 7 on the board. Homecoming court will happen at the conclusion of the 2nd quarter. See who's going to be Mr. and Mrs. Glenwood, homecoming king and queen.
Always a
Welcome back, everyone. Handoff. The backup quarterback is in, and backup running back. So the Gators offense is going to start seeing backups now. And at quarterback, it's Tyler Clarity. And running back there was Colton Head.
Yeah, Glenwood much more run-oriented at offense with Clarity in the game. Not known for a lot of throwing the ball, but the kid's got some great legs on him, great speed, great athleticism at the quarterback position.
Stanley, 3 touchdown passes already in this one. And handoff, speed sweep, Case and Long, turning it upfield. Nice drive there by Case and Long with a minute left in the half.
Yeah, I'm really impressed on the edge, the selfless receivers that the Gators have. I mean, there's a lot of good blocking going on the outside there. I mean, you've got Lawrence out there. You've got, Cam Dawson, all them. They're really doing a good job of holding on to blocks on the edge, giving those running backs and those bubble screens a lot of room to work with.
Handoff. And there goes Colton Head. Head carrying Bobcat defenders. And that may be the final play of the half. And I think they're going to go to the half feeling really good. It's all Gators on homecoming night. Glenwood 40, Bobcats 0. And Gators looking every bit the team that maybe can go back-to-back in region championships in 3A. How about that in Coach Nelson's team? We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have Big Rich and the halftime update show presented by the Beck Center on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long-distance love, for the far-sighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Beulah serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Beulah delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Your first homecoming queen candidate is Miss Chloe Miller, escorted by Mr. Chris Miller. Chloe is the daughter of Chris and Christy Miller. She is a member of the Student Government Association, the Interact Club, the Beta Club, and is a member of our varsity track team and varsity cheer team. She is a two-time All-American cheerleader. Your first homecoming queen finalist, Miss Chloe Miller. The second homecoming queen candidate is Miss Finley Richard, escorted by Mr. Marcel Richard. Finley is the daughter of Marcel and Lindsay Richard. Finley is the vice president of the class of 2026, a member of the National Honor Society, the Beta Club, and a varsity cheerleader. Your second homecoming queen finalist, Miss Finley Richard. The third homecoming queen candidate is Miss Emma Rose, escorted by Mr. Brandon Rose. Emma is the daughter of Brandon and Elizabeth Rose. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Government Association, the National Art Honor Society, the Drama Club, FCA, and is the vice president of the Senior Beta Club. She is also a member of the Glenwood varsity tennis team and the varsity cheer team. Your third homecoming queen finalist, Miss Emma Rose. Our 2024 homecoming queen, Miss Presley Gould, will assist Mr. Johnson in honoring this year's homecoming court and crowning the 2025 homecoming queen. And now your 2025 homecoming queen is Miss Emma Rose. Congratulations to all the attendants chosen for the court. One more time, let's give it up for our homecoming court and our homecoming queen. All right, as they're taking their final pictures for tonight, let's get our tickets out. $380, $380. And here's the winning number. 418 4476. 418 4476. Do we have a winner? Let us know. 418 4476. We got a winner. There he is right there. Meet the cheerleaders right there at the cheer box. They have your cash for you. Check his number, 418 4476. Congratulations, sir. Updated score for Lee Scott, 20. Randolph County, 13 at the half. 2013, Lee Scott at the half. Let me have your attention, please. We have a green Rubicon Georgia tag. Green Rubicon Georgia tag XSY373. Please move. We have somebody blocked in. Green Rubicon Georgia tag XSY373. Please move. We have somebody blocked in. Once again, don't forget, the varsity Gators will be back in action this Thursday coming up at Wadley. This coming Thursday at Wadley, not Friday.
Beulah serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Beulah delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado, ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
And here we are back at Glenwood for the Zaxby's Game of the Week at the Swamp. Glenwood starting off the second half with a 40-0 lead. Looks like we're going to have running clock plus shortened quarters. They run it down from 12 to 10 minutes. Probably going to see some backups in the game here mixed in. Give those kids some playing time here with a 40-point lead. Give those starters some rest after an explosive first half on both sides of the ball. Jalen Stanley with 4 touchdown passes in the first half. And he had rushing touchdowns from Josiah Clark and Carter Judah. Sorry. Had a little brain freeze right there for a second. We'll start off here. Beulah with the ball. Start off the second half here from the 25-yard line. They go Twins left. Hand off tackle to the left-hand side.
Pass around left end.
6. First drive of the second half here for the Beulah Bobcats. Looking like right now, Beulah's going to drop to 0-3 in region play here in Region 4, Class AAA in Alabama. Glenwood's going to jump up to 3-0, 4-1 on the season. While they're in the huddle, Luke Woolley already split out wide right for Beulah. They line up in the gun. One running back, wing left. Handoff right off tackle. Slung down before he could get any further. Spencer LaQuire in there. 6'3", 200-pound senior. Getting a little playing time outside of just punting. That'll bring up about 3rd and 3 now for Beulah here from the 32-yard line. 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Again, it'll be a running clock, shortened quarters. Beulah lines back up, wing left, twins to the right. Running back lined up right of the quarterback in the gun. Fake the counter. Running off the right-hand side, he's going to have enough for the first down. That was Brody Peacock, the sophomore for Beulah, taking off on the right edge there and able to get a first down to keep this drive going, open up the second half, bringing it up to the 45-yard line. Nice little 13-yard gain there for the Beulah Bobcats. Glenwood, looks like all their starters are out now, being able to rest the rest of this game. Again, after a dominant first half here, scoring on their first 6 possessions of the game. Little handoff off tackle to the right. Gets upfield. Look like Montana Williford. Good tackle there by Colton. Looks like Colton Head got to it. A little 14-yard gain there by the running back off tackle. Beulah still in the huddle here. They break back in the gun. Looks like we'll have wing right, twins left. Running back lined up just right of the quarterback. Bad snap gets through his hands. Chasing it down. He's going out to the left. Being surrounded by Gators here. He won't be getting anywhere. Had about 4 or 5 Gators back there to get him. Looks like Lawson Booth was able to clean him up at the end to get him down. Large loss on that one of about 19 yards. That'll set us up at 2nd and 29 now. After that bad snap, he tried to chase it back, was able to pick it up, but couldn't get anywhere after the snap. Looks like we're going to have a timeout now. Again, 40-0 here with 5 minutes left in the third quarter at Glenwood. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times. with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
And we're back here for the Zaxby's Game of the Week here at the Swamp at Glenwood High School. Again, 40-0. We'd like to thank Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and Houston Clinic, Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, now Valley Hospitality with Hula Hands. Go down and get some of that food, have a little happy hour someday this weekend. Like I said earlier, that firecracker shrimp I had the other night, that sounds good right about now. Here we got 3rd and 29 now for Beulah. Blitz up the middle, just missed him on the handoff, able to get it off to the running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss regardless there of about 3. The blitz sent there. Cam Sykes almost brought down the quarterback before he could even make the handoff. Little pitch to the running back and still loss of 3 there. That's going to set us up about 4th and 32 here. Beulah brings on the punt team for the Bobcats. Back deep to receive for Glenwood is Kason Long, the freshman receiver for the Glenwood Gators here as the clock's ticking down in the 3rd quarter. Glenwood looking to get the ball for the first time here in the 2nd half. They'll be getting it with probably about a little under 3 minutes to go as we get a fair catch at about the 39-yard line, 38 of Glenwood. We'll get to see how the next wave of Gators coming in are going to look on offense here. Looks like Beulah may have brought in some of their backups as well on their side of the ball. Here come the Gators on offense. Looks like at quarterback we're going to have Colton Head. I'm sorry. That was Kason Long is going to be the quarterback right now. They'll run the ball off the right edge there for a couple yards. He gets out of bounds. Going to set up about 2nd and 8 now from the 40. Again, clock still ticking here as we hit about 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Glenwood with a 40-0 lead. They saw all they needed to see in the first half out of that offense. Jalen Stanley with 4 touchdown passes. Carter Judah with a big run. Josiah Clark looking like Christian Okoye, the old Nigerian nightmare from the Kansas City Chiefs for us old heads. Bouncing off people, letting them take a bit of the jersey while he kept going. Hand off up the middle. It's going to be about 5 yards as he'll end up probably about 3rd and 3 here. Looks like Colton Head got the ball on the handoff there. Now back in the backfield. For the Glenwood Gators, we got Gray Walters, the freshman. They look to the sideline for the play here on 3rd and 3 or a long 3, almost 4. Try to get a first down here and keep the offensive momentum going for Glenwood. They've yet to punt so far tonight or do anything but score a touchdown. Taking off on the left-hand side here as he looks to get up, cuts up field. Great block on the edge there. Kason Long with a great run on the edge to make sure he got that first down. Just a quarterback run all the way. Looks like Glenwood's just going to keep the ball on the ground this half. It's going to be a little bit of opposite of what you saw in the first half with a lot of aerial assault. Looks like that's probably going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter here as the clock's ticking down to about 10 seconds. Beulah Bobcats already heading to their sideline. Glenwood waiting on it to tick down, and with that, here at the end of the third quarter at the Zaxby's Game of the Week, it's still 40-0. Glenwood over the Beulah Bobcats here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here at the start of the fourth quarter at the Zaxby's Game of the Week at the Swamp at Glenwood High School. 40-0. We got first down and 10. Handoff on the right-hand side. Taking off at the sideline with a good run, getting to the first down marker. Getting past it there. Tucker White, the freshman wide receiver, coming off the edge. Getting the ball down to right at the 35-yard line of the Beulah Bobcats as the Glenwood Gators look to still drive here. Got first and 10. They line up in the gun. One back in the backfield next to the quarterback. We got a inside H-back, twins left. One split out wide to the right. He hands it off tackle to the right. Looks like he had a little seam there and just closed up on him. Nice little run off right tackle. It was Gray Walters. About an 8-yard gain. It's going to set it up 2nd and 2. Glenwood looks to keep this drive going. A lot of freshmen getting work here for the Gators in the fourth quarter. They set back up, twins left again, one split out wide right. Got the H-back inside the left tackle. Hand off again. He gets brought down near the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained about a half a yard on that one. Gray Walters again with the handoff. It's going to set us up about 3rd and 3 now. As they look to the sideline for the signal. Beulah running a 3-4 defense. Both safeties walked up. Really nobody passed about 7 yards deep right now. They're expecting the run, and they hand it back to Gray Walters. Takes off, gets up close to the 25. It's going to be extremely close to a first down here. It might be 4th and about 3 chain links. But it looks like they handed him the first down. Looks like he may have gotten past that, and he needed to get right at the 25. Got the nose of the football just inside it. That's going to make it 1st and 10 now. With the freshman Gators leading the charge. Casey Long back for the snap, takes it, hands it off, and brought down in the backfield for the loss was Tucker White. Great play on the edge there by the Beulah Bobcats to get upfield and get him before he could get cut up. As he drops him back to the 30-yard line, it's going to make it 2nd and 15 now as that clock keeps churning. Now we're down to about 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. That first half, Glenn was just dominant here at the Zaxby's Game of the Week. Put on a great showing for the homecoming crowd here. Great homecoming. Prior to the game, they had a Hall of Fame ceremony announcing all the people inducted into the inaugural Hall of Fame here for the Glenwood Athletics. There's another snap. Takes off on the right-hand side. Spun around, he's still turning, gets down to the 20. Good run there by Casey Long as he gets upfield, but there's laundry on the field, maybe a holding call. And it will be holding. That's going to set them back another 10 yards. It'll keep it second down, but now it'll be second and 25 for the Glenwood Gators. It's going to set them up at the 40. And it doesn't look like they're really going to be trying to throw the ball much. They could surprise me, but right now you got about 3 shots to get 25 yards and keep this drive alive. Look to the sideline for the signal. Case and Long back in the gun. Got the wing to the right, twins left, one split out wide to the right. Hand off up the middle. And he'll get about 6 of it back. That was Gray Walters again on the carry as he got down to about the 34-yard line there. It's going to set us up with about 3rd and 19 now. Glenwood looking to keep this drive going. A lot of youth on the field right now. It's a good job right now to do that because start building for the future. It may not be the prime time, but at least you get some kids out here on Friday night, get a little bit of the action, understand what it's like to play in front of the crowd instead of just JV crowds. But right now they're going to timeout. And with that, we'll take a timeout, and we'll see y'all in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For game day, work day, or any day, Glenn Smith in Opelika is loaded with GMC Sierra and Canyon trucks. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,750 off. Test drive the new mid-size GMC Canyons with a comfortable ride and strong towing, discounted up to $4,000 off. Plus, enjoy no payments until December. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
And we're back at the Zaxby's game of the week at the Swamp at Glenwood High School with a 40-0 lead. 3rd and 19, he takes it off at the middle. Looks like he's going to get there. He breaks one out towards the corner, and he scores. Gray Walters with a touchdown, but unfortunately it looks like there's some laundry on the field. I saw the referee toss it right as he was passing near the 20. Looks like we might have another hold here through the flag about the 15-yard line. Spot foul, that'll set him back. It'll probably put it about 3rd and 10 after that big run by Gray Walters. Take the handoff up the middle towards the right, cut back left, and broke that seam, and it was all grass from there. You got to hate that when you get in the game as a freshman and get a long touchdown and gets called back. He's going to want that again. It's now to be 3rd and 10 for the Gators here at the 25-yard line. Clock ticking down, below 4 minutes left to go. As they get the signal. Looks like we got tight end right, wing right. Tight end shifts back over to the left. Handoff up the middle to Walters again. Splits up the middle, gets hit by the safety. As he gets close to the first down, probably about a half a yard short. That's going to set up about 4th and about 1.5 feet now. Considering it was just 2nd and 25. Freshman looking good in the running game so far for the Gators. We set back, got another wing to the right, split out one on each side. Quarterback takes off to the right-hand side. Looks like he might break that if he gets down to about the 5. Looks like he had that seam, but great closing speed by the Beulah DB to get him before he could get the pylons. He brings him down about the 5-yard line. Got the first down. That'll set us up 1st and goal. Casey Long on the run there again. Looks like so far for this Gator offense on the freshman squad, Casey Long and Gray Walters show so far in the second half for Glenwood. They set it up 1st and goal, getting the signal from the sideline here. Down to about 16 and counting on the play clock. Get the signal in now. About 5 to go now before the ball needs to be snapped. Gets it off, hands it off to Gray Walters again. He goes up the middle, stuffed. Probably about 1.5 yards, 2 yards, about a yard. Loss of about a yard there. Beulah defense gets in the backfield, stuffs him. That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 6 now. You know those kids want to punch it in the end zone before the ball game ends. As we're getting closer to zeros here, it got down to 1.5 minutes to go in the game. As Casey Long heads over to the sideline, talk to the OC, figure out the play. Comes back towards the line of scrimmage here. Give his teammates the call. They set back up. Got the wing inside the left tackle. Hand off. And he downs the ball at the 11. It's probably every offensive coordinator's favorite play call is the victory formation. As we get down towards 40 seconds, looks like the Glenwood Gators are going to be able to call one more play before the end of the game. And it looks like that's going to be the last play of the game as we winds down to 25 and going. And right now, with the end of the game here now, it's going to be a 40-0 win for the Gators here at homecoming. All 40 coming in the first half. Each team had a drive in the second half. Glenwood got down to the 5 and decided to down it from there. But right now, we're going to announce our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game. It's going to be the senior quarterback for the Glenwood Gators, Jalen Stanley. 4 touchdown passes in the first half. I believe he maybe had 1 incompletion the entire first half on a contested deep ball. Other than that, he ups his stats now to 14 touchdowns and 0 interceptions on the season. As you get 4 touchdown passes from him, a running touchdown from Carter Judah, another rushing touchdown from Josiah Clark. As the Glenwood Gators dominated the first half and decided to just close it out, running clock, shortened quarters here in the second half. That'll put the Glenwood Gators up to 4-1 on the season, 3-0 in their region. Beulah drops to 1-4 and 0-3 in the region. As Glenwood looks to keep this going and get some momentum going towards they get closer to playoff time halfway through the season. Great game tonight. Thrift was on the call. He's getting ready to be at the Beck Center. As you'll be able to watch him and Richard Holdridge on the GIAA scoreboard show later on tonight. Make sure you catch that. And after that, we'll see y'all next week here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.